You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building.
Hey, you know 50 always up to something.
I'm here, baby.
The cast of Den of Thieves.
Yeah.
50 Cent. O'Shea Jackson.
Junior.
Gerard Butler. He's a junior. And Pablo Schreiber.
Porn stash. I
Pablo
just realized that's porn stash.
Pablo just farted, by the way.
Do you get that a lot? Porn stash.
I get it sometimes.
Yeah. You don't wear it in real life?
I don't bring it. I don't travel with it.
Got
Now tell us about this flick, Den of Thieves.
Oh man, it's action packed. You're gonna see a different version of Gerard Butler. You never seen this version. It's a whole new character, whole new energy.
It's a bad man.
Bad man in this one.
man.
Yeah.
So you're a corrupt police officer.
Yeah. I
just lives in the gray
guess if
area.
you're saying it, I wouldn't call myself a corrupt police officer. You know, I think I'm just doing my job. But I like this bad man. Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about it is you know, there's no real good or bad in this. You know, you kind of follow the bad guys as much as you do the good guys. You know, you kind of get both sides of the story. So yeah, you see the impact that living the lives that we do takes on us, and I'm living a pretty dark life.
What kind of research did you do on cops in America to do that? Because, you know, cops can be real crooked here.
What was the question?
What kind of research
did you do on the cops?
Well, we just hung out with a lot of cops. We hung out with sheriff's department, cops, some detectives, sat with them, went through the stories, went on the road with them, and you know, just kind of heard where they were coming from, see some of the cases they've had to deal with, you know, the kind of impact it has on their lives. Yeah, exactly. Where they have to go. Talking about when they're dealing with some dodgy characters. You know, when you're dealing with the worst kind of people, then sometimes you got to be as bad as them. You know, if you want to win, and that's what this movie's about. It's about two different tribes that want to win, and they're both willing to go, you know, do what it takes to get there.
Now with the iconic movie 300, right? Iconic movie. What made you want to work with hip-hop royalty and hip-hop legends over there? Did you listen to 50 Cent's music before?
Of course he did.
Did he?
Of course he did.
Madness.
Besides, I Get Money.
Yeah, I love 50. I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, and I've actually, you know, I've worked with Ludacris. I've worked with Jamie Foxx.
This is the coolest part of hip hop.
But I'm always on the rise, and finally I've got to work with 50.
This is it, baby.
I am made. No, it's listen. To be honest, to get these guys in the movie, it's been awesome. I mean, it's. I think people are way more excited about him being in the movie than me, so I'll take it all the way to the bank.
This is
but
not true.
This
is not quite true. Look, they are really excited about you being in the movie. I'm excited to be there. You know,
Let's put it this way: nobody at the Source hosted screening tonight is coming for Gerard Butler.
300 was big in hip hop though.
Hold on, I don't know
They may
about
not know
that.
the name, but when they see like, oh, that's dude from 300.
It does.
I get a lot of that. What's your name? Oh yeah, you're that dude from 300.
I kicked him in the hole.
It certifies things. They look and go, okay, see you.
Official.
Gerard, they was asking questions early on, like, when you gonna get Gerard on Power? I was like, chill, I gotta get the money first. You know, like, they start jumping ahead of it. You know, you gotta have the money to make it work, make sense. But he was like, you know, what are you talking about? Let me see what it is first. I gotta do it. But I'm like, you know how I am. Like, if I ain't got the bag, I don't really start the conversation. Especially if you respect the man.
The stars just gave you a bag.
You got
50.
people to feed. You got family to feed, everything else. So you come when the bag is there.
Stars just gave you the bag. We seen the numbers that just came in.
But that was just for me. I'm recovering.
Oh, God.
I'm recovering, baby. Now you know. Watch the bounce back now.
You was down bad.
I was down.
Yeah, you was down.
I said, get back.
It's like, what's going on here? I don't feel like me right now. You know?
Do you feel like you could potentially rob a bank after filming a movie like this and learning how?
Incriminate yourself. Go ahead. Yeah, I have all the tricks now. Watch out, the Federal Reserve better increase their security because me and 50 and O'Shea are coming after them.
How do you know they didn't
Usually
yet?
the people who do rob banks rob them several times.
Right.
They were very nice, by the way,
away
to
a
give
few
us all
times
their
before they
secrets
get caught.
and let us put it in a movie.
I just did a little research about this before.
Because I always think that's
You're
interesting because it
spinning
is
the
giving
game. I
away
like
all the
that.
secrets of how to rob a bank because you have to make it as realistic as possible.
Yeah, we tried to be very realistic. Obviously, Christian Gudegast, our director, did a lot of research, and the scenes that take place inside the Federal Reserve are thoroughly researched, and it looks amazing. It looks like just like the real location. So, but you gotta hope that a place like the Federal Reserve kept some secrets to themselves.
But is it true that they actually?
I went to the Federal Reserve, and I gotta say, there is no fucking robbing that bank.
Anything's possible, man.
But do they throw $30 million in cash away a day? Is that true?
Trillion. They have. I don't know how much they do a day, but that particular one in LA has literally trillions of dollars in it at any one time.
They shred the old bills.
They shred all the old bills. $30 million a day. They said.
Oh yeah, at least $30 million a day.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
It's very frustrating to be there when that happens.
They just like, come on, guys.
I don't know that I can
What are you
work
gonna
there.
do with this? Just passes a few hundred thousand.
Yeah. This is your first role since Straight Outta Compton?
No. This is my third one.
Third.
I did Ingrid Goes West at Indy, but this another blockbuster.
First major,
But
like,
tell me how Indy got picked up because you always make that seem like it's small.
Oh yeah.
deal.
My Ingrid Goes West. I ended up getting top 10 performances at Sundance for that, and that's a big deal with my family. Sundance don't really. Be knocking on the Cube family door all the time.
So you had one up on Pops.
Oh no, please! He brought me life. It's hard to get that one up.
Why'd you choose Den of Thieves?
I mean, look at the names on the list. Right. I know I needed when you go indie after something like Straight Outta Compton. I needed another good uppercut to this combo. And this is a action-packed movie. It lets me show my range as an actor. Besides rapping and dancing on stage and all that. So it allowed me to show a different level of my skills. And I got you see the group I'm with. Mm-hmm. It just seemed like a home run. So why not take it?
The part two, like the lighter skinned Ice Cube, it's gonna be bigger.
Come on now.
Then the darker.
Take it easy.
That's a lot of pressure.
This
right
is
there.
already
I'm just trying to be the iPhone 2.
It's gonna be bigger. It's off to a great start. This is a rocket.
But
here.
Daddy had the music too, though. I remember when he was OMG.
Oh, now I got something coming for you.
He got some
later
stuff. Yeah.
But don't worry, my Uncle Halftime got me.
He got it.
Now I'm gonna assume you guys had a lot of fun while filming this movie.
Zero. Fun is a very strong word.
Pablo likes the lines.
Mm-hmm.
There was lines that was in the movie that were my lines that he said.
I thought you talking about cocaine.
I was like, wow, you had a great time.
Pablo like the lines. I'm like,
He likes it. They were written for me, Gerard. It was written for me. So when you watch the movie, it's gonna seem like he's the leader. They were written for me. And then what happened was when we started, look in the bank when we came in. The first thing we did, we busted through the door. The first line was my line. He said, "Get the floor." And I looked around. Then he said the next line, and the director didn't say nothing. So I just shot through.
Yup. You start busting at the ceiling.
Get down.
Smoke and mirrors.
Bill, get down on the ground! Listen up! Everybody pay attention!
We signed on the
Because he
project.
said all along.
Fishy's name in the character in the movie was actually Merriman.
Yeah.
And as it went on, I started talking to the director. I'm like, I think I could play that character.
He said, I got this.
Is that okay? Do you mind if I take some of this? And so, by the end, we just switched characters.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
But we had military training. We had a guy, Paul. I don't remember his last name.
No, he don't get
Paul don't have a last
He don't have a last name.
Paul no last name.
Look, the first week it was cool. Mm-hmm. The second week, for some reason, it got real cold. Mm-hmm. And we was out like in the woods, like it was doing. And I seen it was a moment where O'Shea was like, I'm a driver.
Yeah, I'm just the driver. I'm just the driver. I'm whipping the thing. I'm not supposed to be out here
I don't need this
busting with y'all
training.
this early in the morning. And I'm from LA. We in Atlanta. It's a different time zone. I'm tired. So give me some lyrics to rap.
Some lyrics to rap.
So it was a good experience.
Now, 50, would you have been against playing the cop in this movie, or you like your bad guy?
I like the bad guy.
Like the bad guy.
Look, I read this script.
Typecasting,
I read this six years ago. I don't mind being typecast. I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper. Look. I don't mind. My check's the same. Drawers is a little bigger, but this is the way it went. This is how it went. Okay. Like the whole energy, like getting it together. Look, Pablo got so into it while we was training that he was like, Evan, he was like, Evan Jones, Cheddar Bob, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Look, he's like, what the, because he was having like Cheddar Bob moments. While we was like doing the training, it was like, it was ill because he had us doing a lot of drills and a lot of stuff that became like first nature for us. Like by the time we got done in the first 2 weeks, we was doing it in a different setting. We wasn't in the trees. It was in the urban setting, but to get it right, we worked through the process.
Gerard, do you know who Cheddar Bob is?
No.
Okay.
And was there any pressure working with
Pablo.
Gerard?
I don't know 90% of what he says, so I just go in my head.
Just nod, yes.
It was with our clique though. That's why he was our crew, so he wasn't like in a lot of scenes with.
Was there any pressure with him though? Because since he's such an established actor, like I got to make sure I don't look bad at all.
I come like that all the time,
Every day.
Especially when like, cause I did with Righteous Kill with Pacino and De Niro. Since then, like I got De Niro to do freelances with me. And that was like a passion project. So cause it was I started it and he was support him and Forrest Whitaker. Following that project, I really didn't really feel pressure like that until like when you get a chance to look back at all of the performances, cause Gerard got a lot of scenes away from me. And I watch it and I'm like, and I don't hear the accent and I don't hear any of the stuff that you see right now.
Right.
You're not gonna see this in the movie cause it's a whole nother thing that he built. And it's what makes it exciting for me. You know what I mean? I know when people see it, it's gonna blow them away.
And a lot of in the movie, I have a lot of one-on-one with Gerard. So, me being the new dude.
Ocean Jackson Jr.,
It was, of course that pressure's there, but it's more like butterflies before a
One-on-one with the
game,
police?
Like, oh, no. For those who didn't think I get beat up enough in Straight Outta Compton, the police get me in this movie, trust me. And there's a scene where, the police have me, and they're choking me out. And, Gerard being the professional that he is, he's not really trying to put it on me, but I had to let him know, I've been a little brother before. You can choke me out. It's fine. So, we really got down in that scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. And, I definitely felt the pressure, but did I not handle my own?
I got to say, I've made a lot of movies where I've had to beat the shit out of people. I have never had to beat the shit out of anybody as much as I did. And he took it like a trooper. I was very, very impressed. And talking about earlier his performance, I would sit at times watching him doing his thing, and it would blow me away.
Really?
How brilliant. Every time you get something different, every time it would be totally believable, and every time it would take me by surprise. And pretty much every scene I had with him, I was smacking him, punching him, choking him.
Yeah. Police
he
procedure.
never complained. He just got on with it and turned in.
But you Ice Cube's son, though. I'm sure you get hands put on you growing up by
I don't get
daddy.
choked out. He not Homer Simpson.
My
about
daddy
it.
ain't
It's for the art. I went to college for cinema. USC, fight on. So I'm a film student at heart. And
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of the times when you're making your short films for class or whatever, you ain't got necessarily the budget or whatever. You got to cheat some stuff, and I know a lot of the times you got to go for the scene if we want to get out of here. And so it's cool.
So everybody thinks it's nepotism. They think you just popped up in the Straight Outta Compton movie because you Cube's son, but you actually put in that work.
Yeah, I was at USC for 2 years before Straight Outta Compton was even being talked about as a serious film.
Wow.
And during my second year, he was like, yo, you want to do this. And from there, it's blown up into something like Den of Thieves where I feel passionate about it and I love the story. And now, they might start taking your boy serious.
Do people ever question if you could really act simply because it's in the role of an NWA movie you played your father?
Of course, but that's just them making it easy for me because your expectations are so low.
Your dad didn't even want to give you that
run.
role. He didn't even want to give that to you.
No, I had to work for 2 years for that, and Den of Thieves for sure made me work as Donnie Wilson. I definitely had my hard days, and though I didn't complain in front of you, when I got in the car, I let y'all have it.
I cried in the car.
His problem is he doesn't shut up in between scenes. He goes on and he has an amazing mind, and he just goes on and he streams of consciousness, and we look around going, is he talking to you? Who's he actually talking to?
It's 6 people
and
in
we're
here.
trying to keep him intimidated, so every now and again one of us would just walk over and slap him in the face while he was talking, which he took very well.
He took that
we
well,
just
too.
had to keep him
I'm a
down a bit
wrestling
and go,
fan.
hey,
I get that.
this is
you know, I
supposed
do.
to be a scary scene, and you are supposed to be intimidated. And you'd finish, and like literally, he was about to drop dead, and he go, "Hey, anyway, yo, so what's going on? I'm hungry, man. Let's get some food. Did I ever tell you about the time I?" And we're like, really isn't having as much of an impact on him.
I'm a monster. I'm a monster, man.
Now let's talk about this scene that I seen that they released. Now I'm a father of 5. Charlamagne's a father of 2 girls, and this scene was real close to my heart.
What's up, Mr. Laveau? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, let me talk to you for a second. For the past 16 years, my daughter's safety and protection has been my responsibility only. And for the first time in her life, I gotta hand you that responsibility. Don't fuck up, or your mama will weep if she has to wheel your ass around every day the rest of your life. I'll see you at 11:30.
Now, the reason I laugh about this scene, because I tell everybody all the time when my daughter goes on her first date, I'm really going to call 50 by the house, and I need to scare that. Now, talk about this scene a little bit, Phil.
I'm gonna give them that look. They understand that I don't understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I look and I go, I will do it, my man. Don't do this to yourself. You know, like that. But the scene was interesting because I got 5 kids in the actual film. Like I feel like I'm hiding myself in plain sight. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? While my partner had been away for some time, he'd been locked up. We robbed things in the past, but his attitude got him incarcerated. He's not the kind of guy that leaves the people he came with.
Okay.
Somebody else's mistake, you know, leads him to the joint. And then when I actually, while he's away, I didn't realize that I'm becoming more and more emotionally invested in something that initially was a cover. So, like, because it's the actual kids and the family, stuff like that. So we come back, we get back to doing what we've been doing, but I'm still I don't identify with it until we're actually in the car at the end. That there ain't nowhere to go. Like when you said, I told you if anything's going bad, I'm one out. But then there's nowhere where am I running to a house with 5 kids until they show up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. My daughter is 16 years old. It's a sweet 16 scene. And,
Sounds like Envy's family right here.
Right,
yeah.
my daughter's 16.
Five
That's why he was
kids.
like, yo, it's my baby right there. I know what this movie's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, but it's the sweet 16 and her date is like a little football star. And because he comes from, you know, the Los Angeles, he got that little Pyro thing going on. And his actual, I see it in his, Pocket Square.
Pocket Square.
Man, you can pay for that now.
Yeah, and I'm looking like, because I know exactly what it is.
This one right here.
It's like, come here, let me talk to you for a minute.
Right.
You know, explain to you. And then it's I'm just trying to say, at the point that you see, I see that, at 16, you know the difference when you start to not be so cool because you're daddy. And then, like, because her social circle is growing. And she started to, you know, have her friends and following the trend of things that they're deciding to like. And at that point, I'm identifying with having to have that conversation with him instead of speaking to her. You know what I mean? Because there's a point that you got to do that.
Right.
You know, like, and then this is me and you talking with him instead of her, because she's going, I hear you, and everything that we know that she would be feeling that she can't express to you at that point because she still sees you like when she was like 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, like all of that, you just working past that. The same was good. It was so much to work, so many layers to it that it came off pretty good.
Now,
You
is it
just
hard
basically
to
need a room full of big Hawaiians to walk your. That's the end of the story. If you have a room full of big Hawaiians to walk your girlfriend's 16-year-old date into, then it'll all end happily.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Den of Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why I was like, Den of Thieves guitar.
Yeah, that's promo. He said gay and happy.
No. I'm just saying to you, look.
You almost say Jackson like, that's why you get invited to Puff Party. That was the reason.
Listen. I'm only saying that because of the what's the name interview?
Nori.
The Drink Champs.
Yes.
And he go when he do it, he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like he says something fabulous, and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like we need to party. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
But you've been getting out for over a decade. I remember when you said the top feels so much better than the bottom.
Yeah, I've been saying this.
You've been consistent.
Can we all go? Can I go?
When you see Jadakiss put his head down like. While we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see. Don't make like it's just me, man. Puffy do some like a little fluffy stuff.
Now you guys are all in some hip hop beef, okay?
Nah, Gerard ain't got nothing to do with this. What Puffy said,
Gerard like I don't know
what Puffy said about what he want to do with Fabulous. Has nothing to do with you, Gerard.
Gerard has no idea who Fabulous is.
Pablo and Gerard are now
Fabulous, Gerard. Gerard, spell Fabulous.
F-A-B.
Gerard, spell Fabulous, Gerard. Spell Fabulous.
Do it.
Well, it depends if you're talking about
F-A-B-O-L-O-U-S.
But does it ever affect your relationships in Hollywood? They like Fifth Stop, you gay bashing.
It doesn't, because they know that I'm poking at what he's saying. And plus, I'm a rapper. Don't give me mogul, because when you get mogul, you get in trouble. There's new standards.
I kind of feel like people.
I'm a rapper.
I kind of feel like people know what comes with 50. Like they kind of know what comes with you.
Right, it's because it's been very consistent. So you can't come to me and say, "Why did you say this?" when I've been saying this the entire time.
Like Google me.
Huh? Yeah,
like
Google.
Google
150 times I said that.
Now let me ask you guys this: when you finish filming for the day, how long does it take to come down or out of your character? Because I'm sure sometimes you get into character and you're probably feeling really angry and.
But did you
criminalistic?
You're right into the drugs and the booze. So
as long as it takes to come down from what you're using.
Hold on.
Say that again.
But a lot of the times it for sure is a difficult process, because even when you go back to the hotel and you're reading the scenes for the next day, you still got to stay in that mindset. So, a lot of the times when I'm home from a film, I need like a week or two to get it off me, to get the waking up early to be at set and all those things like that, to get that off. Right. So it's probably until the next film, until I got rid of Donnie, until I got that off me. So it's definitely a process. It can be exhausting, but everybody up here is a professional when it comes
when
to
you
that.
go back to the hotel, do you go by yourself? Because I heard you smashing every chick in Hollywood.
Hold
That's
on.
the word.
You know what? These is
I heard
allegations.
No, I heard this.
All right, look.
I heard you did in Hollywood.
You mean, bro.
No, I heard that too.
No, a lot of the times if I got to get up early, I got to get up early. Can't be going. I got to go by myself.
He just smashes a couple.
Gerard Butler said that.
Well, the movie comes out January 19th, and we appreciate you guys for joining us. They gotta go.
I want to know about Optimum dropping stars, man.
Yeah.
I've been complaining about that for the past week.
They're just renegotiating. They're trying to get it together before I start telling people to just switch.
Okay, so we're getting it back.
I have Optimum.
This is
I
all
can't
day?
believe
We're
it.
going to do this all day, right?
I was on the phone.
Yeah.
I was on the phone. I called Optimum because I couldn't believe it. I actually have a cable box from Optimum. I call them, and I'm like, I don't want this no more. Take this shit in the box, back wherever you want to put it, because it don't show me my TV show. And then I'm like, well, I'm on the phone for like 30 minutes almost to get there. It's like a pre-tape thing that comes on.
Yeah, they're expecting it.
Yeah, and then it just waiting. You sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. Man, I don't want to change. I'm gonna tell everybody to move to DirecTV if they don't help me fix the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Put me on Power, man.
Put me on Power, man.
There you go.
That we need it. That's all I need to hear.
What's good?
That's what I needed to hear.
Give me a
I
gun.
look at American Gods on Stars.
American Gods was great.
Put me on American Gods.
I read the book by Neil Gaiman back
Put
in
him
the
on
day.
Orange is
Yeah.
the New Black.
Dude,
Well, there you have it.
I'm down.
The cast of Den of Thieves. The
I
movie
still got
comes
more
out.
questions. You got to come up here by yourself, O'Shea, one day.
Hey, I'm with it, man. As long as I get to kill Tommy.
And tell
What's
me
up?
who.
Oh, he talking about power. He
ready. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. It's the cast of Den of Thieves. Thank you, guys.